Namaskar. Continuation of my weekly video capsule on Sanatana Dharma. Today, I take up the 12th and final canto of Srimad Bhagavatham. The canto is very special because it speaks about our own times, Kali Yuga, and how one can rise above it through devotion or righteous living. Let me share this in a way that all of us, especially the younger generation, can easily connect with. So, the 12th canto opens with a stark description of Kali Yuga. Think of it like this: imagine a once beautiful garden full of fruit, trees, and flowers. Over time, weeds take over, the soil dries up, and people stop caring for it. That's how dharma in the world slowly declines in this age. Bhagavatam says, in Kali Yuga, wealth alone will be considered the sign of good birth, and whoever has power will be regarded as righteous. Just like today, sometimes we see social media measuring success only by followers, likes, or money, not by character or wisdom. That is Kali Yuga creeping in. Dharmo asatyena pallavidah. Dharma itself will appear to blossom, but built on falsehood. It is like painting a rotten apple red on the outside. Looks good, but not real. Srimad Bhagavatam lists many symptoms of this Kali Yuga. Leaders will exploit people rather than protect them. Teachers will seek money, not wisdom. Families will fragment. Our respect between generations will reduce. People will live shorter lives, eat unclean food, and constantly feel anxious. Think of a mobile battery that once lasted 2 days. Overuse and bad charging habits make it drain within hours. In the same way, the spiritual battery of Kali Yuga, humanity is weak, people burn out faster. So, Ayuhu kshiyate tapasa. Even lifespan reduces because of lack of austerity and discipline. And Bhagavatam even predicts a time when kings will be like thieves. Instead of protecting, they will take from the people. Like corrupted leaders we sometimes see even today. It says people will be so burdened by taxes and misrule that they will run to the forest, leaving cities behind. Doesn't that sound like the modern urge for minimalism or moving to peaceful rural retreats? Even these trends reflect the stress of Kali Yuga living. Rajanaha praja bhakshaha. That is, kings will devour their own people. A shepherd is meant to guide and protect sheep. Imagine instead the shepherd eating the sheep. That is how governance becomes in the depths of Kali Yuga. And yet Bhagavatam gives us hope. Even though Kali Yuga is an age of decline, it has one golden quality. A simple act of chanting and devotion can give liberation. Kale doshinide rajan astihegam mahadgunam. That is, Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, but it has got some great quality. What is that quality? Just by chanting the name of Hari, one can cross beyond material bondage and reach liberation. So, Kirtanat eva Krishnasya Mukta Sangaha Param Bruje. That is, by singing and remembering Lord Krishna's name, you are freed from all attachment and reach the Supreme. So the glories of Bhagavata Purana, in the final chapters, Sutta Goswami explained how Srimad Bhagavatam itself is a form of Bhagavan. Just as when Krishna departed, people feared they had lost God's presence. The rishis tell us Krishna left, but he returned as Srimad Bhagavata in the form of sacred words. So, Krishna Svada Bhopagade Dharma Jnana Dibihi Saha Kalau Nashtatrusham Yesha Puranar Goduhu Godu no Ditaha. That is, when Krishna returned to his own abode along with dharma and wisdom, this Bhagavata Purana rose like the sun for those lost in the darkness of Kali Yuga. Imagine a night so dark that you can't even see your own hand. Suddenly the sun rises. You see the path, the trees, the water. That is what Bhagavatam does for a world blinded by confusion. What is the practical message for the younger minds? You might be thinking, in this age of AI, startups, and fast life, how do these ancient texts matter? Let me put it this way. When your Wi-Fi is weak, what do? You move closer to the router. When your spiritual signal feels weak in Kali Yuga, you move closer to the source through satsang, chanting, and dharma. So Bhagavatam tells us, even in a polluted environment, one pure seed can sprout. Even amidst noise, one song of devotion can bring peace. When the world measures you by money or looks, remember, true wealth is character, true success is service. And Kaleha Norshidesh Kaleha Doshanidehe Rajan Asti Hyagam Mahatgunam. Though Kali Yuga is full of faults, it still has a great quality. Kirtanat eva Krishnasya Mukta Sangaha Param Vrijet. And by chanting Krishna's name, one is freed and attains the Supreme. Kali Yuga might look scary, like standing in a storm. But remember, even in a storm, a small lamp can light a room. Your honesty, your devotion, your service, these are that lamp. When others cheat, you stay straight. When others forget, you remember Bhagavan's name. When others run behind illusions, you stand firm in truth. That is the essence of Sanatana Dharma in action. So, as you step into the new week, remember this. Not as a choice, but as a command of our very existence. Living Sanatana Dharma is not optional. It is mandatory. Srimad Bhagavatam thunders again and again. If we live without dharma, whatever else we achieve is only wasted labor. Think of it scientifically. A tree cut off from its roots may look green for a while, but it is already dying. A river cut off from its source may still flow for some distance, but it will soon dry up. Likewise, a youth cut off from Sanatana Dharma may look modern, successful, or cool, but inside, the very soul's vitality is fading. Your roots are non-negotiable. Remember this. So, you make it your pledge. Live the Dharma, protect the Dharma, pass on the dharma, and to dive deeper into the very essence of our Shruti, Smriti, Itihasas, Upanishads, Darsanas, and Puranas. Visit, watch, like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel, Yoga, Dhyana, and Dharma. Let us together squeeze out the nectar from our timeless wisdom and make it pulse in today's world. As the new week unfolds, may you stand firm as a guardian of Dharma, bold, radiant, and unshakable. Be the living proof that Sanatana Dharma is eternal and indispensable. So, see you next week with another capsule of Sanatana Dharma. Arihi Om. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.